Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today we're going to be showcasing Frost. I'm going to give you guys multiple different settings you do want to have on or off. And I'm also going to give you guys tips of what you can do to make yourself look more legit. The thing about cheating in this game is you do not want to be too blatant. If you're tracking people through walls, if your aimbot is too high, it's only getting headshots. If you're predicting a little bit too much and a couple other things, you're going to get a lot of reports, which is going to end up getting you banned. So the goal of this video is I'm going to show you what to do and what not to do in order to play safely while you're cheating, so you don't have to keep rebuying the game. So the cheat that I'm going to be showcasing this for is going to be Frost. If you want to get it for yourself, the link will be in the description. Go to arcticcheats.wtf. We have multiple different keys here for you guys. Choose whatever key you want to, purchase, and then you'll be good to go. So I'm going to show you guys how to use Frost and not get banned. This is basically going to be a config video, and I'm also going to give you guys some tips and tricks to allow you to not get banned whatsoever. The first thing you got to start with is you got to start with the FOV. So when it comes to your FOV, if you want to be able to see your FOV, toggle this on. You could also go in here and you can change the color of it. And you also want to filter team and filter invisible. Your aimbot key, put this on mouse 2. Obviously, you're going to want to enable it. Your speed, I recommend keeping this at about 60%. Your FOV, I recommend 30, no more than like 50. You don't want to be switching targets when you're shooting at somebody. Unless they're right next to each other, there's really nothing you can do about that. Max distance, flood this all the way out. Your hitbox selection, I recommend you guys copy it exactly how I have it. This way your headshots are a medium percent chance, but your high percent chance of actually hitting them is going to be high for the chest and the arms, and then low for legs. You can honestly disable legs if you really want to. So when it comes to Triggerbot, I love this Triggerbot on this cheat, man. But the best way to use this is to use very little aimbot and use Triggerbot as a panic mode. Choose a key of your selection. I'm gonna do mouse 3. That way I don't have to go too far. Filter your team, filter invisible, and I recommend only keeping on chest and arms for the Triggerbot. You do not want to be getting headshots with Triggerbot. For your hitbox expansion, I recommend keeping this at about 20-25%. I'm gonna do a little bit lower because I'm pretty good at cheating if you ask me. And for your aimbot and your Triggerbot settings, if you use something similar to this, you can tweak it out yourself if you want to. This will help you not get banned. So when it comes to your player ESP, this is 100% customizable to yourself. Use whatever you want to use. The only thing I recommend here is maxing out your max distance. So now I'm going to give you guys a couple tips and tricks of how to cheat in this game and not get banned. I don't think Battlefield has had a ban wave in a minute, but with the amount of cheaters probably coming from us, man, they're bound to have one sometime soon. When it comes to aiming and you're literally 1-1 to the other player and you guys are both literally looking at each other in the middle of nowhere, this does not matter. Reaction speed doesn't matter. Some people are slow, some people are fast. So if you're able to aim like that and just get the kill off real quick, you're not going to be sussed. You're not going to get banned over that whatsoever. Unless your aimbot is like stupidly high and the moment you aim, you're just getting straight headshots like over and over. Then you might want to turn your aimbot down a little bit. Maybe deselect headshots for that time being until you get used to it. Alright, so we need you guys to use your imagination real quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to act like this is a door that's either on red sec or it's on multiplayer. And this door is either open or closed, but you cannot see anybody through this door. Let's say there's somebody right here. And let's say you're over here pushing up. If you're using an ESP, it's going to be very hard to train yourself to not pre-aim people. You're going to have to try to be as legit as possible, or you're going to get banned sooner or later. So if there's somebody right here, honestly, a lot of players are going to stop and look at the door anyway. You can stop and look at the door. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to track the guy that's coming through all the way until he hits the door, then start shooting. If you want to stop and aim right here, let the guy come out, then shoot. Then proceed to push up and then clear your corners. That's the best way to not get detected or banned. The main reason why I'm saying this is because EA runs off of a report system from what I know. So the more reports you guys have, man, the more likely you're going to get banned. So if you're doing sus stuff, you're going to get sussed a lot, which is going to get you reported because people on Battlefield do not want us on their game. So this is why I'm showing you guys how to stay on their game so we don't get kicked off. So you don't want your aimbot too high. You don't want to be tracking people through walls. When it comes to predicting, you could predict people, but don't be very too blatant about it. Honestly, what I started to do when I first started cheating is I would just act like they weren't there at first, and then I would react once I could actually see them. So you don't really want to do anything unless you could see them. When it comes to sniping, if you're really far from the other person, one of the best ways you can get away with not getting caught or sus when you're doing that is instead of aiming directly at them, say the guy that you know he's there because you have an ESP is this very last box that's on the screen, right? But he's either covered in bushes or he's in a building, but he's peeking out of a window. What you would want to do is you want to look, kind of look around real quick, look real quick, and then, oh, you just spotted him. Now lock onto him and load them up. So based on all the different settings and techniques, tips and tricks, all that good stuff that I just provided you guys with, basically just not being blatant in any way, shape, or form. If someone could look at you and be like, yo, that guy's cheating, you're most likely gonna get banned. So with all that being said, you guys should be good to go, man. So please keep in mind that if you do get caught, it's because you're being too blatant, not because the cheat is getting detected. This is Reds on Arctic's channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.